Hey, Paul Guerin here, Black Sabbath. So let's beam ourselves back to 67, 68. Four young lads from the Midlands got together purely because they wanted to play music and be in a band. You know, like most musicians, they didn't want to do anything else. And that's what, they got a band together, traipsed around in the shitty transit van, as everybody does, playing the back end of the pub. And then the bolt of lightning came, hit Tony Iommi on his fingers, and he started writing riffs, which I'm sure at the time he didn't realise would become some of the most iconic riffs in the heavy metal, heavy rock scene for the last 50 years. And from that, the songs came. You had four individuals, Tony, Geezer, Bill, Ozzy, all very individual people with all very individual styles, but the planets lined up and the chemistry was there, and that's what makes a great band. And they went from strength to strength, and then of course, like every band, they had their ups and downs. They probably invented ups and downs, but God bless Tony Iommi, through thick and thin, he kept the name Sabbath relevant and flying the flag. I saw them obviously with Ozzy in the early 70s, I saw them with Dio, I saw them with Guerin at the Reading Festival, and Tony kept it going. And the thing is, I don't think I've ever heard, I've read so many interviews of so many rock metal bands, and the name that comes up every time is Black Sabbath, who is the major influence. I don't think anybody could even touch them, could shine their boots in that department. And I even think in 200 years' time, there'll be bands formed who directly or indirectly will be influenced by Black Sabbath. Even if whatever's going on then, they'll be influenced by what's happened at the scene. But if they go back and back and back and see the lineage, they'll realise the seed was sown in Birmingham in the late 60s by Black Sabbath. And the thing is, I think what's really fitting is, I mean, they started out as brothers, who knew what was going to happen, who does know what's going to happen. But when they decided to the end is the end, in the album and the tour, they put a full stop to just an amazing story, amazing musical and personal story that's touched so many people on this planet and influenced so many guitar players, singers, bass players, drummers, albums that probably wouldn't have existed, bands that wouldn't have existed if it wasn't for Sabbath. And they ended as they started, as friends and brothers. So a fitting end to an incredible journey, incredible story, incredible musical legacy that will go on and on and on long after all of us are gone and gone and gone. So listen, everybody, enjoy the exhibition. I'm sure it's going to be amazing.